Simon Squibb gave me £500 to find a car, do it up and take it to Carfest, and this is how I'm going to do it. You see, meeting Simon has always been a massive dream for me within itself, but when I met him in London, he challenged me to find a car, do it up for £500 and take it to Carfest on the 23rd of August. Now, my dream itself is to finally run a car club, a place where you can go meet your fellow enthusiasts, do up your car, store your car, host events, a real mecca for car enthusiasts. Now, I started off last year putting a business plan together and making this happen in reality. But my reality was it was a lot harder than I thought it was going to be. Investors aren't that easy to come by, well, at least where I looked. Now, within those 6 months, I met some amazing people, networked my arse off, and just tried to get the ball rolling. Alongside that car club, I have a podcast I started 2 years ago. This podcast was to help and inspire people to do more with their passion for cars. You see, when I left school, I didn't really get much help. I got told there are two options: get a job and go to university. Now, I never really liked school, I never really enjoyed school, so the university thing wasn't really for me. But there was these things called degree apprenticeships. Now degree apprenticeships are all the rage, but back then they were a dirty little secret swept under universities' rugs so people paid full price. But a little thing got in the way, they pulled the plug on the programme. Now, I looked around, tried to see what I could do, and started saving money. The plan was to go to America to visit Hennessy's tuna school. So I started saving up, got myself a full-time job, and then COVID hit. And when COVID hit, I thought that was it. I didn't know what to do. I didn't really think about my options. I kind of just got froze for 9 months. And over those 9 months, I started looking at financial freedom and how to go about doing that. Now for me, I tried drop shipping. I lost a lot of money on crypto, basically just tried to find different ways. I learned and failed until I came across starting a business. Now, if you have a business, you know it's a marathon, not a sprint. And I thought of ideas and businesses that I could put together. I started a bottled cocktail company that failed. I started a pizza company that never really got off the ground. I started a stationery subscription for people leaving school and doing A-levels. Loads of things. And throughout this, the podcast remained a constant. I still talk to people. I still talk to them about their passion for cars. And that kind of was my backup plan. Now, depending on who you speak to, having a backup plan isn't the best thing to do. But I am a man that plans, and I plan religiously. Now, the backup plan was just to get a job in the automotive industry. But I didn't want to mix working with my passion, as I didn't think that was going to be very productive for me. And I never really enjoyed working itself. So I didn't want to work in my passion and not enjoy cars anymore. But after a while, that didn't really make sense. The more I did the podcast, the more I actually wanted to work within the automotive industry. So I applied for jobs, looked around, everything's in Oxford, and I don't have a lot of money to move, so I kind of felt a bit stuck. So this is where the car club was born, and my dream started to go in motion. I threw a launch party, I started speaking to investors, and I kind of fell off the wagon. I'm not really sure where I got with it. I was getting overwhelmed. I didn't really see how it was going to work. I lost faith in myself. And that's when I met Simon. I met Simon on Wednesday last week, and it's been really hard for me to actually... It's actually been really hard for me to find that belief in myself again. And actually, this challenge has been amazing. In the past 3 days, I have reached out to people. I have felt like anything is possible. And so I posted to LinkedIn, Facebook, I've been messaging friends, all to get this project off the ground. I have £500, and £500 is not a lot of money to buy a car. And so, what do you do when you have no option but you ask for help? Now, I'm religiously as someone that doesn't ask for help. I'm very independent. And so this has been quite a challenge for me. Becoming vulnerable and going out and looking for people that might be able to help me on this mission. And I've been overwhelmed with the amount of people that don't even know me and have wanted to help me get this £500 car to Carfest. And along the way, I'll be taking you guys with me through the build and through what it takes to get a car ready in 2 weeks. The car itself, well, after looking through Auto Trader, Gumtree, FaceBay, and the above, But when along my journey, looking for a car was one of the first steps. Did I want to make a fast car? Did I want it to be a people carrier? Did I want to do something boring? I didn't know. But I did know that I've never done anything with a taxi before. I've had a fast car, I've had a regular car, and I've never had something that would be said stand out. So I'm going to go today to go see a London taxi. Just about to leave to go see the first taxi. Now, this one I'm a bit hesitant about. It's an older one, it's 2010. It hasn't got service history, it hasn't got an MOT. So I've got an MOT booked for 12:30, so if we do like the taxi, we will be taking it down to the MOT place. Okay, take you guys along with me and we'll see how it goes. So back from the taxi. Now, the guys that were going to sell me the taxi didn't actually have it ready. Looked around it, I didn't film it, but I will film it tomorrow when I go pick it up. So that's the taxi that I think I'll be going with. I have to go see 2 more tomorrow. Just make sure that that taxi is indeed the right one for us. Now, what I do with this podcast studio at the end of the 2 weeks, well, I'd like to leave that up to you guys. Should I keep it, sell it, swap it, or auction it off at the end of the 2 weeks? Leave your answers down in the comments below. I'd love to see what you guys think, what I should do with this taxi, and do you even think this challenge is possible?